Welcome to day 3 of the 3 days and 30 ways to land new clients with Billy Gene. It has been a great ride so far. I think day 1 was awesome, full of amazing tidbits, knowledge, bomb nuggets, all that kind of things. I know I have a list from that. Day 2 was crazy. Billy took us on a tour of all of his favorite AI tools that him and his team are using. Which was, I don't know about you guys, but I had like 15 different browser tabs open that I need to go back through and check all those out when I have more time. Some of that stuff looked amazing. I think there was one nugget. Let me just move Billy over here. There was one nugget in particular that I wrote down that I did want to recap, which was Billy talked about the importance of having high-level nurture for your new leads. And that is something that we know to be true statistically. If you are automating a nurture sequence for your new leads, meaning you're automatically going back to them day after day for a certain amount of time to continue to follow up with them, your odds of closing those leads dramatically increase. So we call that, we say the fortunes in the follow-up or the nectars in the nurture. And it's because it's just so statistically true. You don't want to start generating leads and then maybe send them one email or reach out once and then stop. You want to have leverage automation to be sending emails, text messages. We can do ringless voicemail drops. We even have call connects now. And very soon we're going to have the voice AI that Billy was talking about. But you want to continue to follow up over and over to make sure that you're giving not just one shot, but multiple shots to every lead that you generate. So I thought that was a huge important tip that Billy dropped yesterday. All right, so we are live in Facebook. I see the comments over there. I'm going to throw the Facebook link into the chat in Zoom in case anybody wants to jump over on the Facebook side. And we should be ready to rock. Billy, are you with us? Are you ready to roll?
Day 3. Come on now. Yeah, you know what time it is, Chase. My Caucasians, you guys know this song? The Caucasians here who are aware of this, I'm playing with y'all. What's up? Let me know if I can hear you in the chat. Let me see you in the chat. Paul, can you pull up the chat for me so I can see everybody? Yes, there you are. Type in the chat, y'all, so I can hear you, see you. We got it. Do we got it set up? Oh, well, let's go. We'll go ahead and make us a panelist, Chase, so we can see the chat. I can show everybody love. So that means we're gonna have to do the whole entrance over again. I'm gonna have to do the same jokes so I can see the feedback in the chat when it's enabled. So Johnny, if you can cue up the song to the beginning. Okay, let's go ahead. Go ahead, hit it. Oh yeah, baby, we back for day 3. If you can hear me and see me, make some noise in the chat. For my Caucasians, this is from a popular male artist by the name of Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg in the 2000s early. What's up, y'all? Now I see a little bit of emojis. Now I can see the chat. Come on.
You can see it? All right, cool.
I got it. We locked in now. What's up? Of course it's racist. It's the only jokes I know. Those are the only ones that are funny. What do you mean? What's up, y'all? Day 3. This is my favorite. And I kind of split it up where most of it will be what I'm about to show you, and then I'll make sure I leave room for Q&A at the end as we conclude this day 3. Before I even get started, scale of 1 to 10, how's it been so far? Before I even get started, scale of 1 to 10, how's it been so far? Okay, good. Well, hopefully we can put the icing on the cake today and make it even better and kind of sum it all up and put it together. Shout out to Facebook too. I see you guys. Let's close out strong and have some fun. So let's go right into the present, actually, because I want to be time sensitive here. 3 days and 30 proven ways to get customers with AI automation and advertising. That's obviously what we've been focused on the last 2 days. I want to remind everybody, please, for yourself, make sure you don't miss this deal. I'm not going to fake scarcity you. You can get high level later. It's the truth. It just won't have the BG bonuses, baby. Come on now. You know which ones I'm talking about. Our snapshots, 26 customized email templates, 43 templates, 7 drag and drop photos done for you, automations, 50 emails and text to generate, and so much more. That's a snapshot of the snapshots that we're giving you with sheets on it. In addition to that, the sales script and demonstration that you're going to see today that you love, I'm going to hook you up with that. My 10-day AI marketing crash course that brings you step by step, every step of the way of how to win with high level and AI. My monthly AR and XR brief for every single month. And by the way, first one's January 2nd. I bring in experts and we talk about the new stuff that's happening in our space. In addition to that, my 8 Figures of Genius, which has so many damn templates, never been released videos, best text messages, best performing emails, customized scripts, unseen marketing checklists, my entire Genius workbook, which is my plays on how to create ads, step by step. These are bonuses that you get. Our Sales Genius Weekly, which is 63 weeks of trainings that you and your team can access and practice together every single day. My Behind the Genius recording for anybody who's more advanced and you're looking to scale. Who do I hire? How much do I pay people? My assistants. What are the roles that I look for? What do my job descriptions look like? All of those things when it comes to scaling, all that's included just for doing the thing that you were probably going to do anyway. So I'll put it up here real fast because this is the only time I'm going to bring this up because I've been bringing it up to you for 2 days. I don't want to beg you to do you, boo-boo. But go ahead and take a picture of it, screenshots. Billy's workshop offer. If we can team put that in the chat for everybody too so they have it. And just go ahead and knock it out. While I'm heating up here at the beginning, just go ahead and get signed up. And then let's do the damn thing.
Quick reminder before you get going, if you already have a high level account, we've got you. At the end of the presentation today, we're going to have a link for you. So don't worry, sit tight, enjoy the workshop.
Okay, let's do it. Yeah, and that's when you guys will get access to is after all this. So let's have some fun. Let's go out strong. Listen, let me add a little bit of context to today's lesson too. Come here very briefly. Marketing is sexy and fun. Marketing gets the kind of like the brand recognition. It's glamorized in movies, etc. The lifestyle of it, like marketing is cool. But if you call somebody you're a salesman, the first thing that they do, oh my God, what did you say about me? I'm just trying to sell something. And there's this offensive nature, and rightfully so, because honestly, the sales industry has been kind of jacked up and been crazy. But nonetheless, the stigma's off. But I'm here to tell you something. The salesperson, like most people here, you think you have a marketing challenge. And I can assure you, if I were to come into your business, it's a sales challenge. Because here's the simplicity of money. Right now, this second, if you went outside on a corner and just asked people, do you own a business? Do you own a business? You'll find someone to own a business. And then if you had the ability to have a conversation with them that would make them pay, you'd have as much money as you wanted. That's a sales thing. A lot of people never learn sales because we've only taken orders. Here's what I mean. I asked you a question on day 1 and day 2. I said, how do most business owners get their business? Type it in the chat for me. What was the answer? How do most business owners get their business? Type it in the chat real quick. That's right, it was referrals. Scale of 1 to 10, how hard is it to close a referral? Scale of 1 to 10, how hard is it to close a referral? 10 being really hard, 0 being, come on, bro. So that's the problem though. Imagine you've been in business for 3 years, most of your business has been referrals, so you think that your sales is locked in. You may even tell somebody on the phone, I close 93% of the people that I talk to because it's true. And that's what happened. But let me educate you. When it comes to cold traffic, all the rules change. And what do I mean by cold? People who have never heard about you before. People who are meeting you for the first time. People that are coming from the prospecting tips that I gave you, that are coming from the ads that you're going to be creating with the framework that I gave you yesterday. So your skill level needs to increase drastically to get the same thing that you've been getting from referrals. But this is where scale lives. This is where profitability lives. And your ability, ready? Type this in the chat for me. Strangers into customers. Strangers into customers. That is the finesse, that is the skill, that is the game that most business owners never learn. And you're about to learn it today in a prideful way, with integrity, without being, spammy and all the things that, sometimes you're afraid of being, okay? And the last little mental shift I'll give you before we jump into these slides is, sometimes you can, you see a report, they go, the economy is bad, no one's buying anything right now. The truth is, some of you are on Amazon right now during this call buying some shit. Some of you are here right now, but what do you mean? We're in a buyer's, some of you, when you get mad and stressed out, you go shop. People buy stuff all of the time. And it's okay. Matter of fact, they're not just buy stuff mentally, they're excited to buy. You say, hey, what are you doing today? They go, I'm going shopping. They're skipping to go buy shit. What are you doing? I'm just shopping. That's what, so you gotta kill the limiting beliefs in your head of selling is a sicky thing. Nobody wants to do it. It's nonsense. People love to shop. Yeah, anyway, so I digress. Okay, let's jump right into it. Here we go. If you're ready, let me know in the chat. Say, let's go, Billy. Say, let's go. Past 2 days, I've showed you what we're selling. Day 2, I gave you a mix. No matter what business you are, day 1, we really focused on selling high level. We're back to that today. 2, who we're selling to. We talked about small business owners. That's who I support. That's who I believe in. That's who I believe is the backbone of this country and many others, and who needs the love. 3rd, how to get Zoom appointments prospecting, because we decided that's going to be our sales mechanism. And 4, the Market AI framework to get Zoom appointments. Because my goal here with the last 2 days was give you game so you can have infinity appointments. So today I'm going to show you what to do once you have that appointment. How you're going to sell on Zoom. Exactly what to show, exactly what to say, full scripts, everything. Hold nothing back. Okay? Recap from day 1. Never forget the definition of sales. It's just a trade of whatever you're doing for money. That's it. So if somebody is telling you no, they're saying, yeah, that trade's not worth it. See, when you look at it like that, instead of they just rejected me, they're not just interested, and you just understand the freaking truth. Yeah, whatever I just traded or how I communicated my trade just simply wasn't good enough. Then you don't take it offensively. You just know you need to work on your trade and your presentation of it. Difference between making a sell and losing a sell comes down to these 3 transfers. I want you to take a picture of them all right there. Go ahead, screenshot. A transfer of trust, a transfer of energy, and a transfer of confidence. If people don't believe you, they will never buy. Period. Come on, just buy this thing, you'll make $1 million. Yeah, right. They move on. If you're, hey, would you like to buy this? You put them to sleep, they'll never listen, so they're never going to buy. And that confidence, if you are not presenting as if it will work, if you are not presenting as if this is a good idea, why would they be confident if you are not? Other fact, come here for a second. When you think about confidence, I want you to gain your confidence not from looking in the mirror and telling yourself that I'm confident, but by stacking up micro wins. I want you to get so good at marketing. I want you to understand high level so much. I want you to put in so many repetitions that you have no choice but to be confident. Today, you walked up and you went over to your computer desk. You didn't think about it. You didn't say, I'm so confident I can walk. You just did it because you've done it 1,000,000 times. That's confidence. And that's what only comes from repetition. So what I'm going to give you today, this is a formula to practice every single day. Because at first, you're going to suck. And that is okay. Because that's where we all start. We laugh about it. We can poke fun at each other for it. And then we progress together. Have your 3 transfers down. Next, to help facilitate the transfers, the energy, and the confidence, we're going to be selling on Zoom. You bring every prospect to Zoom. This will increase your conversions. They say most of communication is nonverbal. Well, imagine trying to sell on the phone and missing that part. You got to look them in the eye. Biggest benefit of Zoom in this particular case for today's plan is your ability to share screen. Take a picture of this bottom right here. Take a picture of this bottom right here. What am I talking about? Take a picture of this. Never sell without visual representation. This is a marketing mistake 101. You try and sell somebody marketing by talking about it. But the challenge is, as we talked about on day 1, is nobody understands what marketing is. Because you think it's Facebook, they think it's LinkedIn, they think it's a funnel. Some people think a funnel is something that you put in your car with oil. Some people think a funnel is a landing page. Some people think it's a sign outside. There is no middle ground. It's the wild, wild west. So when you're selling without visual representation, no one's going to know what you're talking about. So all your energy goes to getting someone on the screen, focused with their screen up. Our sole focus on these Zoom calls is to help the prospect cross the bridge. This is Sales 101, the fundamentals, the bridge. This is what sales is. according to any like sales textbook, whatever. Here's your customers, where they're at, and they buy your product or service to get somewhere that they want to be. Sometimes a place they've never been. Hey, I got HighLevel because, you know, I'm making money, but I want to do it in an automated way, the place you've never been. Hey, I bought P90X because I'm here, but damn it, I want to look like this. Places you want to be. That's the sell. Your product or service, HighLevel in this particular case, is how you get them across the bridge. This is what you're doing on a call. You are helping somebody see a clear plan and vision for how to get to where you want. This is it, okay? Take a quick picture of this real quick, too. A lot of pics that I'm going to have you snap here. Quick picture, save it on your phone, okay? So there you go. Now, we never force them across. It's really important. A lot of people think, well, you want somebody to get across the bridge, you just force them. Yell at them, push them. It's just crazy. Nobody feels good like that. Even if you make the sell, you never feel good. They'll probably refund. It's a joke. But instead, we want to simply use the 90-10 framework. Does anybody remember what this is? 90% of the conversation is them talking. 90% of what you do say for that 10% of the time is a question. Yep, I see my geniuses here, they know. And then the final 90-10 is make sure you stay talking about the product or service. Type this word in the chat for me, fatigue. Fatigue. Fatigue misses a lot of people miss money because of fatigue. It just went on too long talking about rapport and family and stuff, and people don't have that much time. They're tired by the end. So you stick to these 3 90-10s, and I promise you, your closing rate will go through the freaking sky, and you'll have happier people who trust you, and the relationship will be healthy, okay? So now let me show you how to use this framework selling HighLevel, but note, this can be used for any industry. You can take the slides and everything we do and mix it up for yours, and I promise you it will work. Even if it's in-person, furniture sales, whatever, it's all the same thing. I've been using it for 13 years, okay? What you'll need, laptop with a webcam, with a working one, okay? You're gonna need your Zoom meeting, okay? And you're going to need the sales presentation that I'm gonna give you right now. Go ahead and do a quick screenshot. That's your little baby checklist, nothing crazy. You're gonna be logged in, you're gonna be ready to go. So, the presentation, what to show and what to say. This entire presentation I presented is going to go like this. You got a left column, you got a right column to help you illustrate how this goes, what they're seeing and what's happening. So you show up to the meeting, you have your share screen with your presentation ready. You got your webcam there, okay? Hi, I'm HighLevel, your new marketing assistant. Can't wait to show you what I do. You got your homepage screen. You look professional. You look on point. Your hair is done. You're clean cut, shaven. Like what? Like, think about it. People are going to judge you. I hate people don't judge. People are going to judge you. So if you know they're going to judge you, why not control their judgment by presenting yourself, right? So then the next aspect, the setup. This is important. Hey, I just want to take a moment to say thank you for taking the time to meet with me today. I know you're extremely busy, and I really appreciate it. You start off with a thanks. Type in the chat real quick. How do people feel when you thank them? How do people feel when you thank them? And then the second thing that we're doing here, yeah, they feel good. Second thing that we're doing here, do you see the words? I want you to use these ones verbatim. I know you're extremely busy. Because what's their number one thing when you show up to an appointment that you kind of don't want to be there anyway? What's the first question you ask yourself when you show up somewhere and you don't really want to be there? What's the first question you ask? Nah, damn, babe, how long is it going to take? We got to stay at your in-laws for how long? Who are they going to go? We got to be there for how long? What you want to say? I know, but what, you talking about 15, 20 minutes, 30? What are we going to say? First thought. So immediately, we're addressing their skepticism. Next part's important. I also want to let you know that I'm going to make this short and to the point because I know your time is valuable and I don't want to waste it, okay? So that I can save you the most time and cater this directly to your business, do you mind if I ask you a few questions? This seems like not a big deal. This is the entire freaking deal. Now, why? Because the person who asked the questions is in, fill in the blank. The person who asked the questions is in, fill in the blank. Control. You go to the doctor's office. What's the first thing to do? Say, sit down. How do you feel? Move your left leg. Stand on one leg, spin in a circle. Drop it low, touch your toes. Right? They tell you exactly what. You don't even question it. Come to crane. You literally don't even question it. They just like sit down. You just 2-leg hop. 3 seconds now. Now take a knee. What? You know what? You just right. And control. So immediately, we're coming in questions. Now, it's important. Notice how we set it up though. So that I can save you time, Mr. Customer, and cater this directly to you, Mr. Customer. Do you mind asking? I'm asking you questions for your own benefit. Because if I come onto the call hot and I start right away by saying, well, what are you doing? How much money did you make last year? And what's your plan for next year? And what are you doing? How's that going to make them feel? Tell me in the chat. Defensive, guarded, annoyed. And how many of you go shopping when you're defensive, guarded, and annoyed? How many of you make purchases when you're defensive, guarded, and annoyed? See, so many people lose the sale before it even starts by not being kind, by not being aware of the fact that somebody is giving you their most precious asset, time. Time. So when I'm giving you this slide, it seems like, oh, cool, introduction, wrong. This is the whole thing. You drop the ball here, it goes off track, they start asking you questions, and then they turn it around on you. Sounds like this. All right, man, so I don't have a lot of time, so what's the point of this? Okay, so what's the thing? Yeah, you can say me the speech, like just the, you already lost because you backpedaling. Scale of 1 to 10, is this helpful, this type of breakdown, going this deep with you guys? Is this what you're looking for? Is this helpful? Okay, good. Let's continue. That's exactly what you're going to show on your thing. That's exactly what you're going to say. Next slide. Important, these next 2 slides. Stepping stones. So the next slide is just a pencil with some notes that says, I'm taking notes. They can see you in webcam. Have a notepad and a pen next to you. This does 2 things. When they see the notepad and the pen and you tell them they're taking notes, 1, they know you're actually listening. It's like when you go to a restaurant, you have 7 people at your table, a server comes over and they don't write shit down, and the whole time all you're thinking is, they're gonna fuck up my order. God damn it. Why didn't she just write it down? Can you just write it down? That's all you think about. So you wanna make sure your notes, you're showing respect. Hey, I respect you, so I'm taking notes, okay? Now, the second component is when you start asking these questions. These are, I'll call them stepping stones. Remember I told you we're building a bridge, showing them that our product is the bridge? When I'm asking questions, it's to get stepping stones to help them cross, ammunition to help them go, right? Fuel to make them go. So first thing that I need, type this in the chat for me, is clarity. Look at this sentence. Explain to me in 1 sentence like I'm in 5th grade, what do you sell? And by the way, if you don't ask it like this, they're gonna tell, hey, what do you do? Finance. What do you do? Coaching. How are you going to present something when you don't even understand what they do? You're damn sure not going to create a marketing plan. I know that. These are verbatim. This is exact I'm giving you here. Explain to me in 1 sentence. This is still what I do on marketing consults. Anybody been rocking me a long time? You see me ask this so many times. Second, how many employees do you currently have? Right? Why does that matter? Quick. Why does that matter? Why do I care how many employees they have? Usually tell me the size of the business, tell me the health of the business, what they're doing, right? How long they've been in business, things of that nature. Next question, who primarily does your marketing? How about your sales? I'm writing those names down. What percentage of your sales comes from online? How often do you email your customers? What about text? What's the current process to get customer reviews? Are you using any kind of software or system to manage your customers and leads? And so look at these 7 questions. Now let's think strategically here. We're selling high level. Why am I asking them these questions? We're selling high level. Why am I asking these questions? That's right, Aaron. That's right, Ron. Because high level does all this. So right now, while they're not having their guard up and they're just telling me about their business, I'm looking for, type this word in the chat, hot buttons. Hot buttons. In other words, the features that they're going to care about the most. So I know where to allocate my time. Because I might say, what's your current process to get reviews? Oh, man, we don't have any reviews, but we've been in business for 20 years. I've been telling so-and-so to get the reviews, but Jake over there never got the reviews. And Ellie, like, you know, you start to listen. And also, do you notice something with this format? Are we still protecting the 90-10 rule? Is this not the 90-10 rule? So they answer the questions. We tell them, thanks for answering. Okay, and before that, I'm gonna kind of jump forward and jump back here. Here's a challenge that a lot of you will run into. When you're cold and you don't know someone that well, you run into a big problem. Sounds like this. Who probably does your marketing? Who primarily does your marketing? They say, John. What percentage of your sales come from online? 30. How often do you email your customers? Every now and then. What's your current process to get reviews? Don't got one. Are you using any kind of software to manage your leads? Not at the moment. And now you're like, well, damn, it's cold, it's kind of awkward, you don't know where they're going. What I'm gonna show you next, well, I'm not exaggerating when I say this, because you haven't heard me say this the last 3 days. If you can master this, this will change your financial trajectory for the rest of your life. I call it the two-step, and it's simple. It's a way to get people to open up and to share more without talking a lot or being rude. And it's just these simple questions. Why? Why else? Who else? What else? How'd that make you feel? Elaborate, please. For example, anything else? How'd that go? What went well? What can be improved? Take a picture of this. Print this out. Sleep with it under your pillow. Practice it 20 times a day. I'll kind of role play with myself to demonstrate how this goes. You guys got it? You guys got it? Tell me if you're good before I move on. I want you to have this one specifically. This is so important. Because the conversation that I showed you a minute ago, this right here, could last you about 12 seconds if somebody's very shy. And they're not rude, by the way. They're shy, they're uncomfortable, they know they're being sold. You know, these are normal things. They're normal humans. But let's practice this now, and I'll play with you guys in the chat here. So if you ask somebody, hey, what's your current process to get customer reviews? And they say, I don't have one. What can you ask? Using the two-step. What can you ask using the two-step? Oh, why not? And then when they answer why not, what can you ask after that? Oh, why else? Okay. Yeah, please expand. Do you see how we just went from a 2-second answer to a 2-minute response where they're opening up and actually having a conversation? Anybody who's ever dated somebody before, what's the best way to get someone to like you? To be interested is greater than being interesting. That's all we're doing here. Does this make sense, yes or no? Does this make sense, yes or no? That's the whole game. This is it, right? This is it. Explain to me in one sentence, like in 5th grade, what do you sell? Great. And then they answer your question. And then what do you ask from there? Right? Hey, what marketing have you tried in the past? Oh, I've tried Facebook ads. How'd that go? Okay. What else have you tried? How'd that go? How'd that make you feel? Okay. How'd that make them feel? Great. This is it. Simple two-step. You're going to see us repeat this as we go on, right? So you ask your 7 questions. You have your dig deeps ready on a card right next to you. Okay. And you go, thanks for answering. Based on what you shared, because now they shared a lot, can I show you the features that I think will save you the most time and make you the most money? Now they're appreciating the fact that you're customizing the thing for them and respecting their time, not going to bore them to death. And it's based off of their answers. So they're with us versus talking at them while still 90-10ing the entire time. So we got our dig deeps. Now we go to the next element. Okay? This simple process. Take a picture of this for me. Take a picture of this for me. Read the slide, play the video, ask the questions. Say it again. Read the slide, play the video, ask the questions. Here it is, what to show. Problem number one. We talked about these on day one briefly, but I show you how to present them, okay? You have the slide up there, it shows the problem, right? Hey, you're a business owner. Based on what you told me, you need somebody to be able to answer the phone there, but you're not able to. So we simply go here and say, hey, HighLevel will use AI in your custom knowledge base to instantly respond to all inquiries on all platforms at all times in one place. And Wadata Tippy Tay, we play the video.
HighLevel's answering service. HighLevel will connect to your website and all of your social media platforms. So when someone engages with your business, their advanced technology will not only organize all the conversations into one hub, but will also generate responses that turn into sales. In addition, if someone calls your business, but you're not there to answer, HighLevel will be there and immediately respond back with a text. That way, no interaction is ever unanswered.
Okay, boom. We play the video, so we know that our delivery is there. We know that it's concise and efficient. And then after that, we ask the questions, right? Same process. Hey, of the features you just saw, which one do you think will be the most beneficial to you? And then when they answer, what do we ask? Why? And how can you see yourself using blank? Besides referrals, what are the primary platforms that people reach out to you on? If they say no, well, where would you like them to reach out to you on? Okay, thanks. This is the entire demonstration. It's literally coming here, showing them a slide, going off the problems that they say, playing a video demo of how it solves, asking them questions about how they're actually going to use them. That's it. That's it. And by the way, if you're like, hey, Billy, can we just use some of these videos? Sure, if you buy our shit and get the bonuses. That's the point. All right, so there's example one, okay? Now let's keep going. Same process. You come to problem number two, my bad. Not enough sales appointments. A lot of people are dealing with that. And we say, hey, HighLevel will use automation to turn your database into a maxed out calendar. Here's how it works.
HighLevel's Appointment Manager. Once HighLevel converts those interested into contacts, the next step is to turn them into appointments, leveraging automated smart emails and texts. And booking an appointment for the customer is easy as date, time, and click. Once they're booked, HighLevel will also remind them to show up, so all you got to do is check your calendar, show up, and close. And if for some reason they can't make it, HighLevel can even send them a link to reschedule.
They see the demonstration, we come out to the questions. Hey, Mr. Customer, right now, do you have a calendar booking system? Okay, what do they charge you a month? Well, cool, you can cancel that now. Immediately right here, I'm showing them how they save money. And I start to assume the close, right? Because we know this is gonna be in their best interest if they're a small business owner, right? And then if they say, no, I actually don't have a calendar booking system, well, you got one now. Then we ask the next question. Hey, are you managing your schedule all by yourself right now? And then most small businesses are gonna say, yeah, unfortunately I am. Okay, well, how's that going? How's that feel? Gotcha. Same two-step, I'm staying in. Well, I think this feature is gonna save you a lot of headache. And so will the next one. Transition. Put make sense in the chat if you're understanding the flow of how this works. Put make sense in the chat if you're understanding the flow of how this works. Yeah, okay, cool, same page. And the reason why I'm slowing this down here is because I want you to realize this is something that you can do. And you notice, it doesn't feel salesy. We're not being pushy, aggressive. We're literally talking to someone, truly getting to know them, truly getting to understand their business needs, and showing them a better way. Anybody can do that. That doesn't have to feel icky, right? So let's continue. Problem number 3, no times to make offers on social media. That's gotta be rough, okay? So why don't you use HighLevel Social Planner, right? HighLevel's content and AI social planner will effortlessly create your content and automatically post for you so you can make more offers every single day. Here's how it works.
Don't have time to post daily on different social media platforms from scratch? Let HighLevel assist and do the heavy lifting. Here's how it works. Create a new post, open the AI generating tool, type in a few words, set the tone, and AI will come up with the rest. Copy, paste, repeat, and schedule out your social media posts for weeks or months in no time.
Cool. Now, I'm going to have you guys go this time. Now the video plays, and I want you guys, Johnny, give me violin. I'll put 90 seconds on the clock, and I want to make it rain with chat. Just what are the different questions you can ask them after that video? What are questions that you can ask them after that video that get them talking and make them have that aha moment that they need your stuff? Let's go ahead, 90 seconds on the clock. And if you think of a question, think of another one. If you think of a question, think of another one. What you're realizing is you can make a loom out of video and use this process forever. Johnny, go ahead and cue that music up, 90 seconds on the clock. Yeah, how has your social media campaigns been managed in the past? Right now, do you have a social media content scheduler? Yeah, why not? Why do? Great. How's that going? What else have you tried? What can be improved? What's missing? How are you handling your social media now? How often do you post? Why? What do you post? Great. Why? What else? Two-step. Correct, Drew. I played the African-American music earlier. Now I'm switching up to the Caucasian. Hashtag interracial. Yes. You guys are starting to get it. Good, Eduardo. Yeah, what do you post? Yeah, would this help to have in your business now? How would it help? Correct, Gypsy. Yeah. Like, have them take them into ownership. How's that going to help when you have this? Yeah, is it meeting your needs? Do you know what to post all the time? How much is that costing you? Beautiful. See, like, y'all get, and this is what I'm saying. This is the beauty of a framework like this. You've learned the framework for 7 minutes, and already you're creating your own. That's the beauty of a system. Okay, let's kill music. Awesome, I love it. Really good job. That was impressive. Okay, continuing on. And here's the deal, y'all. As high level as it does, continues to put out new features, all you need to do for your presentation is add a new slide. That's it. You just got to add a new slide. Put the problem, oh man, Mrs. Customer, Mr. Customer, you got bad reviews or even worse, no reviews. Uh-oh, well, here's HighLevel's review collector. Let HighLevel automatically ask your favorite customers for reviews so that you never forget. This is how it works.
HighLevel's awesome review collector. Once someone is entered as a contact, you can give them a special tag. And once they are tagged, it can automatically trigger a series of emails or texts asking for a review. Because the truth is, you probably have people who are willing to give you a review, but you just never asked. So let HighLevel ask for you every single time. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Boom. We have our video, now we come to the questions. And we're strategic about all of them. Always come in planned. Don't try and wing these, right? Hey, historically speaking, which clients love your service the most? Well, it's usually da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And what specifically do they rave about? Now, when you start asking these questions, how are they going to feel? Let me know. When you start asking them, hey, what are your clients saying? All right, and what are they raving about? How are they going to feel? Prideful, seen, excited, included, pumped about their own business. Sometimes we can get annoyed about our own business, right? Like, you've just been doing it for a long time. You forget how cool it is. So now they're reliving those moments. Oh man, my customers love me. They're getting in touch with their why, with their excitement, which though that emotional state is what makes them want to move forward. That's it. Then we continue on. Hey, and when they share that, what's the process to get them to leave a review? Gotcha. And here's a great question. When someone says, and what specifically do they rave about, and they start answering that question, what's the next question to ask them after that? When you talk to someone, you say, what do your customers rave about? Once they answer, what do you ask them next? Once they answer, what do you ask them next? How does that make you feel? That's right. That's right, Sherry. How does that make you feel? And they're going to melt, of course, like we all do. Then we continue on. All right, and when they share that feeling right there, do you have a process to capture that review? They go, no. Okay, well, how many years have you been in business? Well, I've been in business for 7. Well, since then, how many reviews opportunities have we missed, Steve? How many have we missed? Oh, man, we probably missed thousands. Steve, and how much money did that cost you? How much money did that cost you to miss out on thousands of reviews? Oh, my God, I don't even want to say it, Billy. Well, this should stop the bleeding. You see what I'm saying? Now this almost forces someone to accept the value, right? And it forces someone to see the value that we're bringing with HighLevel. We continue on. Problem number 5, you're not getting enough referrals, right? So we ask them the questions. Hey, Steve, how many referrals do you receive a day? I don't know. Every now and then it's inconsistent. Great. All right. How long has that been going on? Okay. Well, why just 12? Okay. Why else? Why is that? And how much is a customer worth to you, Steve? Well, every customer spends about $330 every time they come in. Well, I'm looking forward to helping you recoup that money with this feature.
HighLevel's referral generator. What if you asked every one of your customers to send you 3 more customers? How would that impact your bank account? Well, let's not guess. Let's have HighLevel ask. Tag a customer as a buyer, go about your busy life, and once a week or month, whichever you choose, HighLevel will send emails and texts asking for referrals. And lastly, feel free to use our templates or customize your own message.
And see, notice what I did on that one. I actually asked the questions before, just to want to switch up the cadence, but also too, sometimes it's more powerful, where they have the conversation, then you see the video when you're all heightened about the problem, and then you see the solution go, oh yeah, I need that in my life, Bill. I need that in my life, Bill. And then next, money falling through the cracks. This happens to every business owner, right? Well, HighLevel is going to stop the bleeding and prevent that from happening, all right? Let me ask you a question, Steve. Over the last year, how have you been keeping track of your leads? And I'll actually ask you guys, how do most business owners keep track of their leads and their contacts? How do most business owners keep track of their leads and their contacts? Maybe an Excel sheet, but I would say that's fancy. Maybe Google Docs, I still think that's fancy. Can we be real? Yeah, on their cell phone. Stop it. On their phone, okay? All right, well, how's that been going? And how many salespeople do you have working for you right now? Well, it's just me and a few others right now. Okay. All right, why's that? Well, no. All right, and as you scale up your business, do you have any software in place to manage all their activity and what they're doing? Right, and how much are you paying for that? Okay, well, I just saved your blank. Or if they say no, well, guess what? You got one now.
HighLevel's CRM, Customer Relationship Management. The fortune is in the follow-up, but most entrepreneurs forget to do it. Unless they have HighLevel, of course. Not only does it store your contact, but it also will assist you in visualizing, identifying, tracking, and reporting where your prospect is in the sales cycle at all times.
Boom. And notice how, and this is important, every video is short and sweet. People's attention spans at times, depending on the delivery of the video, is tough. So you want to keep it interactive. You want to keep them engaged. You come in problem number 7. They're not getting enough sales. This is something everybody relates to. So same thing. Hey, HighLevel is going to give you another revenue stream with the ability to start selling online and increase sales online. Now, this is important, you guys. So many people have businesses, and right now they're doing 0 online and doing really well. Don't forget, for some people, you're coming to their business, and just the fact that they can actually accept payment online is a win. Most people get comfortable, do the same thing. They're missing out on things. So let's ask them some questions. Hey, look, Steve, what products or services would you like to sell more of online? Oh, I'd like to sell this. Okay. And what else? And I'd like to sell this. Okay, awesome. And what else? Great. And why online specifically? Now, this is a great question. You should really note this one here. When we ask them, hey, Steve, why do you want to sell it online specifically? You guys tell me, what's their answer going to be? Hey, Steve, why do you want to sell online specifically? What's their answer going to be? What is it? Yeah, freedom, time, all this motivation. Now, the more they talk about it, they say, well, honestly, I just want more freedom. And then what's the question that we ask after that? Pop quiz. What do we ask after that? Why? Why else? What will your wife say? What will your husband say? How will your kids feel? What else? Why else? How excited are you? Scale of 1 to 10, like two-step. Let them do all the talking. So how much money do you think left on the table from not prioritizing this last year? Here, Bill, oh my goodness. Now remember, the questions that we're asking, the amount of money they left on the table over the last few years is tens of thousands of dollars, maybe millions of dollars. So what's our little fee? What's our little fee when you have true perspective? Well, let's make this the best year ever.
HighLevel's sales machine. HighLevel will give you everything you need to start selling online in minutes. A drag and drop website that you can customize and sell your product or service directly from, a seamless integration so that you can get paid easily, securely, and quickly, and you can easily offer upsells and downsells to increase the value of every customer.
Boom. Shakalaka. Okay? So you go through this process, and then at this point, what are they thinking? They just seen all these damn demos. You guys had a great conversation. You're 35 minutes in. You laughing, you vibing. You know about their challenges. You know what makes them happy. You know what their customers are saying. What are they thinking at this point? Correct, Michael. Correct, Michael. How much? All right, Bill, you know, this is good. I see what you're doing here. You're good. This is good. I need this. That's right. But how much does it cost? Come on, man. So, you know, hey, most entrepreneurs have a limited budget, right? And I think that's the beautiful part about HighLevel is you start saving and get instant access HighLevel. It's just one payment of $970 for your membership or whatever your offer is, right? Whatever your offer is. Now, the way that you present this is as follows. Is you show them, and you've been talking to them for now, is how much that they've already been spending, right? Most people are already spending $1,100 for their CRM, $3,500 for their sales funnels, another $348 for their website, another $588 for their servers and forms, another G for their email marketing, another $1,000 for the two-way messaging, another $348 for the booking appointments, another workflow automations of their $2,000, more courses and products, $2,000, call tracking, $1,000, reputation management, $35, track analytics, $588, AI conversation, AI voice, AI content, the list goes on. So people are spending a stupid amount of money. A salaried marketing assistant in California, at least $60,000 a year. And you'll be able to automate most of this. So right now, let's say I'm wrong, Steve, and you're paying $7,000 a year for that. You guys tell me, doesn't whatever price I say next seem really freaking cheap? Doesn't whatever price I say next sound really cheap? That's why we give them the perspective. Because when fear trickles in, and that's how we feel when we start thinking about big purchases, we start to get defensive and we lose logic. Emotion rushes in, and we feel like any money going out is bad, when in reality, you look at the math, most people will be saving money right out of the gate. So for this example, I said, okay, annual membership for $970 for a year, right? For HighLevel in particular, is what we do. So here's the close. People always ask me, well, I know, Billy, like, you know, what do you demo? How do I close? I want you to pay close attention here. Do it just like this. Would you like to buy it right now? And then you shut the hell up. You don't say a word. You say nothing at all. Would you like to buy it right now? Now, you guys tell me in the chat, if you don't say the words right now, what is their answer? If you don't say the words right now, what is their answer? Well, let me think about it. Or, yeah, I might be in, maybe later, and tomorrow. So we're very direct. Would you like to buy it right now? And here's the thing. If you did a good job, if you killed it, then a lot of people will say, yeah, period. At the very end of this, during Q&A, I'll go over a couple objection handlings too. But I'm telling you, this question right here, I've seen so many people over the years talk themselves out of a sale. Let me go to Crane here. I'll show you exactly what it looks like. Yeah, so the price for a year is, well, and here, let me give a little context. Sometimes we get in a financial bind and then we start projecting like everybody's in that same financial bind, or everybody looks at money the same way that we do, which is not the case. So, you know, the close comes and you're like, hey, so, you know, it's $970 for the year, but honestly, you don't really have to pay that, or you can break it up into 3 pay, and it is around the holidays, so $970 may be too much. Maybe I'll discount about $300. Let's go half. How about $497? And look, if that's too much, then how much you, like, and we just start negotiating ourselves down before they say a damn thing out of fear, stress, anxiety, projection. You just did an awesome demo that logically showed exactly why it makes sense to do. Emotionally, they're excited to move forward and get rid of all these problems and bring automation in their business. Just ask the question, would you like to buy it right now? And then you'll be amazed what happens to your income. So, scale of 1 to 10. How helpful was the last 3 days? Scale of 1 to 10. See a lot of numbers there, 10, 11,000, 100%. I like it. I like it. I appreciate it. Unbelievable. I like that one. Thank you. Thank you. 1,000, a million, a million. Okay, so I have a question for y'all. Do I have permission to sell you something expensive right now? Just yes or no. Do I have permission to sell you something expensive right now? Is that okay? Is that all right? I appreciate it. It's good. I appreciate that. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you, Brian. Lynn. Doctor, I see you. I see you, Reginald. Appreciate it. Sean, Matt. Okay. Facebook, Paula. Appreciate it. Daniel. Okay. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. So I will. It's my AI-powered advertising agency accelerator. What the hell is that, Billy? 16 weeks with me in person or on Zoom. And this is for people with one of 2 goals. Let me be very clear here. 1, those looking to scale their business with AI advertising and HighLevel, like you saw the things I taught you yesterday. Imagine actually implementing that with me and my team, us holding your hand every step of the way. Or 2, established or aspiring marketers who want to get paid to help other people scale their business and put automation in their business with HighLevel and AI. So the question, and we start January 2nd next week. This is a live class in person. If you found value in the 3 days of hanging with me, what do you think is going to happen in 16 weeks? So here's how it works. Go ahead and play a little short video for you guys. BRB. We need to refresh our page. Jeopardy music. Do, 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 do. Thank you, Johnny. That was good. That was fast. Thank you for holding. Video's queuing up now. Reloading the pricing, hitting it. Countdown at about 90 seconds. 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40. Okay, kill the Jeopardy music. We got it rolled up and queued up. Short video, and I'll be right back. Thanks. Live anywhere, work anytime, afford anything, outsource almost everything. Welcome to the world of artificial intelligence. This video is specifically for anybody. Matter of fact, Paul put 5 minutes on the clock. This video is specifically for anybody who doesn't want to go to a Zoom, you don't want to go to a webinar, you just want me to get to the point and sell you something. You're qualified, you make quick decisions, you just want the facts, not the fluff. So let's get into it. And we're doing this video in one take, so here's the team here to take notes to make sure we're extra thorough. This video is only valuable for 2 people. One is an established business owner who is looking to make more profit without raising overhead, but yet has very limited time. And the second is the hardworking person who just feels underpaid, underappreciated, and unfulfilled at their current job. So here's kind of the business opportunity and the opportunity for businesses. And what am I selling? Education, access, and implementation. Working directly with my team for 16 weeks to help you take your current business and turn it into an AI-powered one, or teaching you how to become a marketer and going to business owners and getting paid to get them up to speed.
All for just $6,500. Why do I say just $6,500?
Because this is the biggest financial opportunity for business owners ever since the dawn of business, because of what artificial intelligence is doing. Complete disruption in 3 major ways. Let me show you. The First is the obvious, which is content. This is what people hear, see, and read about you. Now, for the longest time as business owners, we've just been too damn busy to do this. We don't have a willingness to do this, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. Like even me talking to you about content probably makes you annoyed because you know you should be doing it, but you haven't done it yet. But what if I told you that you don't even have to be in camera anymore? That you don't even have to be there? That you can literally just type some things and then all of a sudden you get something like this.
I'm not Billy. I'm artificial intelligence, but I look the same, sound the same, and when Billy's busy, I make his content for him.
Y cuando Billy está ocupado, le hago el contenido. Billyが忙しい時は私が彼のコンテンツを作ります。
So think about all the different styles of content that I can create with this technology. It's crazy. Even my voice, I can make it sound however I want it. So for example, if I want to start singing right now, time after time. So that was my ridiculous voice. But if I wanted it to sound perfect, I can do this. Time after time. Or if I wanted it to sound like Cartman from South Park, I can do this. Time after time. Or if I wanted it to sound like a random professional singer using my vocals, I can make it sound like this. Time after time. Content has never been easier, simpler. I can even do text to video. Text to image. No longer do you need any technical skills. You don't need any time. You just need to have the skill set of knowing how all this works, which I'm going to show you when you buy my. Next, automated sales equals complete disruption. Just think about it as a business owner, it sucks. You have to hire salespeople, then you have to train them. If you're in a state like California, then the salary has to be like $60,000, even if they're not performing. You take all the risks. You're vulnerable. But what if I told you artificial intelligence could make the sales for you? What if I told you this isn't hype? Like in the future, this isn't a hypothetical. This is happening right now. Wait, I'm actually using them in my current business. First day I started using them, scheduled 60 different appointments. Don't believe me? I'll prove it to you right now. Check it out.
How's your day going?
So far, so good. What about you?
Oh, you know, just doing my AI thing, talking to awesome people like you. What was your number one reason for signing up for Billy's Zoom call?
I want to make mad money and live the, the dream.
Give it to me for free.
Well, what if I bribed you to buy it? I can offer you an additional 25% off. That's a combined 75% off. How does that sound?
Okay.
Mind-blowing, isn't it? And I'll show you how to set this up when you buy my stuff. Just think about how much money that saves you already. And that's not including when artificial intelligence is replying to text messages for you, sending follow-up emails, doing all of your customer service. How much money are you saving right now? This is why I said it's just $10,000 and there's still more to go. Third area of disruption, offers. Probably the most important. The amount of money you make is directly correlated with the amount of offers that you make. I'll ask you right now, how many people are you asking a day to buy? That's why you're not making enough money. You have to ask more people to buy. How do you do that? Advertising. How'd you find out about me? Probably through advertising, whether it was Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. This is the gasoline. This is the amplification. So when you can do AI-powered advertising and it's finding the people who are most likely to buy, that's how I'm finding you right now. How did I know that you were so qualified? How did I know that you were the perfect person for this offer? I didn't. Artificial intelligent advertising did. That's how I found you. That's what I'll teach you how to do. What I just showed you is a no-brainer to me.
It's just $6,500, and it should be $100,000.
I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
Come
Maybe
to
more. Me. AI-powered videos, AI-powered sales videos. You guys know how many people this video has enrolled? One video I make one time, leveraging demonstration in the same way that I leverage demonstrations in the presentations I just showed you, and it sells. Every single day, people signing up for our stuff, all 100% automation. I want people to understand a couple of things. Number one, doing this is not easy. I don't want to create the illusion that these 16 weeks are easy. They're hard. I'm going to kick your butt, right? Like it takes, how much time? It takes a lot of time. It's all of those things. But if you're willing to do the work, it's worth it. You obviously know we're partnered with HighLevel. So a lot of the things that you see, we're able to just give you the snapshots, give you the templates, give you all of the things. And most importantly, remember my background's agency. Doing this for some of the largest companies in the world, and then think about our community. 180,000 students in 75 countries. I see more marketing campaigns than probably most people on the planet. So when we have those things that are working in our company, for a client's company, or for a student's company, who do you think gets that data? And then we build out the snapshots, et cetera, and we give them to you. And so a couple other things to point out. I get this question a lot. People say, well, Billy, does it work for my industry? I have yet to see an industry that advertising does not work for. We have done it all, we have tested it all, and we probably have templates for that. I know I shared this the other day, but the last company I consulted for was Procter & Gamble. I don't say that to brag, but I literally did a training for their entire marketing division for Africa, Asia, and the Middle East. And they're flying me to Singapore next year to cover this stuff. I share this to say what I'm teaching you is the stuff that works in the trenches for the biggest companies in the world or small businesses, which we have done. So I'm gonna give you the templates, et cetera, but here's the bigger part, and this is for busy people. I want you to hear me. If you're really busy and you don't have a ton of time, is I take pride in the fact that we have office hours Monday to Friday with our team. And when I say with our team, the same people who work on our campaigns that have been with me for years, et cetera, a lot of them are extremely good at this stuff, that will hold your hand and help you implement. Hold your hand and help you implement. And remember, this is all through HighLevel, et cetera. So when you're like, Billy, I know all this stuff, but I just struggled doing it. Well, guess what? We're going to hold your hand on a Zoom and do it with you. This is kind of how office hours work. The dramatic music makes it feel way cooler, but and again, you've seen our studio, Paul. If you just switch to that camera there, you don't have to do this, but if you want to come learn in person, you absolutely have that opportunity. You don't have to come every single week for 16 weeks. We train on Tuesdays, but if you want to come for a couple or as many as you want, you're able to. We have a whole upstairs too. It's a cool deal. So we actually get to connect, etc. And then, finally here, during the class, and this is a big distinction that I want to make for everybody, so I really want you to hear me here. This is not just some learn and just kind of like learn stuff for 16 weeks when you have bills to pay. Everything is about implementation and doing. Like you look at the style of my day 3. I'm giving you scripts and videos that you can then actually implement in your business. So I'm not saying this will happen for you. Obviously, I wouldn't be so stupid or ridiculous to make you a guarantee. But to give you an idea, we're working during those 16 weeks. We're building out your funnels for you, your business, and your clients. So take Michael, for example. He ran an ad during class to get appointments, an advertisement, a Facebook ad, 20 grand in sales during class. This is not even like what people are doing now. We've been around a long time. We got a whole bunch of those case studies. But literally, 5 leads during class, $1,600 on 2 closes. Luis, for his insurance business, 103 leads during class. This is this is happening while we're holding that. Ben, 52 leads in 9 days during class. Like Andrew Cruz, 13 leads, 3 of them into sales during class. So I don't even really like to call it class because it's more like a 16-week implementation workshop. My guy, John, $3,500 contractor during class. We get stuff done. And we're doing this all. We get to change lives while we're changing our own using the best software on the planet, HighLevel. There's only one thing better than that, is time. Take this training with me for 16 weeks to win your time back. For 16 weeks, you will lose time. You will be stressed. But at the other end, when you're able to automate 80% of your business, it will be the best investment that you've ever made, okay? And so when I started in this game, for those of you that don't know my story, right, humble beginnings, my parents grew up on welfare in Southeast San Diego. It's not like we had a leg up by any means. But when I was coming to the game, I didn't have parents to hook me up or have any money. So what I wanted to make sure that we did is we gave you guys a whole bunch of different financial plans. So if you want to break this up in payment plans, you want to pay it off in one time, it's up to you. I give these because this is what I would have needed. And here's what I'm going to do for the next 15 minutes while I do some Q&A and show you some other cool objection handling stuff. Here's what I'm going to do. For anybody who signs up in the next 15, I'm also going to throw in a buddy pass. I mentioned this yesterday briefly, but I'll explain what it means. So that 16 weeks training that you see, if you sign up within the next 15 minutes, somebody tell me what time it is right now? 10:08, 10:08. So if you sign up in the next 15 minutes, I'll also allow you to bring somebody with you on a buddy. Now, they have to be on your team or in your family, not just someone random on the chat here. Hello. But if you do that, then you can have a buddy pass where you guys can do it together. And this is important because some of you are a business owner and you're like, Billy, I want to learn it, but I'm not going to do it. Somebody else is. Perfect. You can bring them in the class. We'll love on them. We'll support them the same way. So that buddy pass where you're essentially getting a 2-for-1 is available right now for the next 15. I promise you it'll be the best investment ever. A whole bunch of people in this chat, honestly, have probably taken it. They'll give you feedback. You've been with me for the last 3 days, and you know, we've been around for a minute for a reason. So I'm gonna keep this up on the screen for the next couple minutes. Guys, let me just, again, let me go pee and then I'll come back. I'll do some questions and I want to show you some objection handling things to close out, but I'm here to answer your questions. But 2 minutes, learnfrombilly.com or use the QR code. January 2nd is when we start. So literally, if you're looking for a plan for the New Year's, do it with me and my team. Let us hold your hand through every freaking step of the way. I promise you it'll be the best investment you ever did, especially since we're powered by HighLevel. All right, I'll be right back in 2 minutes and we'll jump into some Q&A. 1 sec here. All right, back in black, back in black. Couple things. One, welcome to the family. I'm having Hector put me out a list of some people so I can say welcome. And then I'll do something too. Come to the crane here for a second. If you want to picture the domain and link. A couple things too. Going to Tahoe tomorrow with the family. But anyways, anybody who gets into within this next 12 minutes or 10 minutes, however much time is left, we'll give you the buddy pass. But in addition to that, I'll personally give you a call too and welcome you. It'll be quick. I'll probably have a lot of people go through, but I'll give you a call, welcome you, show you some love. During the 16 weeks, I am teaching the class. I am there all 16 weeks. I am with you. It's not like I come and just outsource it. A lot of students I've met have become super great friends. A lot of them are in this community that are amazing and kind of started through a similar program. So anyways, I look forward to talking to you in person. I do want to leave some room for some Q&A and answer your questions. And I do want to go over a couple objection handling things to kind of wrap up the sales training. Yeah, that's a good question. Michael, what's the advantage and benefit of selling this as HighLevel versus own software? I think that's more of a preference thing. right? I think the advantage, if you want to sell it as high level, is probably on the support side, depending how you have it structured. So if you have a smaller team, you want to stay lean versus your own software, you're probably doing much more of that service. I don't think there's a right or wrong way. I just think there's your way, right? That's it. And Robert, if you didn't get the $100, give us your PayPal right now. We'll send it right now in a second. We'll make sure you get it if you were the winner. Let's see. Yeah, great question. Are the courses recorded and available for review? Yeah, this is a really good question. Yes, absolutely, they're recorded. This is a very live thing. Like, there's a whole platform. Like, it's very in depth. So yes to all those questions. Julie says, I'm in. Welcome to the family. I love that your suggestion gave payment offers. Listen, Julie, I give payment offers because literally when I was getting to the game, and for a long time, I would have needed payment offers. Like I would have needed it. So they would be extremely hypocritical for me to make an offer and then not give something reasonable so that everybody could afford it, you know? So I appreciate you saying that, but yeah, I needed that. So Corey Allen, welcome to the family, brother. Hector's getting me a list, guys. What time are the calls? Seattle time? Well, Catherine, I have some great news. Seattle time is just like San Diego time. This class is at what time, Daniel? 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard. 1:30 p.m. Pacific Standard. Something else to think about. This is always a fun question. How many of you, well, I'll show you in the objections too. Let me go through a couple of these. Actually, I'll answer a question and I'll circle back to that. Sorry, that was a tangent. Let's see, that's wrong. Yeah, let me separate. The bonuses offered in this presentation, that's just for becoming a member to high level. If you're a member to high level or you upgrade, you get those bonuses, period. That has nothing to do with this offer. So you're still get hooked up with this. So I want to, John Doe, you're going to be taken care of. That's a good question. That's fair. Also, too, team, can you get Robert's Venmo? Let's pay that man. Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely. Is interest for borrowing money? That's a good question. If I have a program with a program work with it, honestly, you know, transparently speaking, we use high level in the program, and that's what I'm going to recommend. Do you have to use it? I mean, I can't make you do anything, but it is like the one mandatory thing, and it also helps us give you stuff. So I mean, what can I say? I'm high level till I die. So yes, high level is very mandatory. Let's see. Yeah, I'll hook you up. Yeah, good question. If you're already in accelerator and you have high level already, of course we'll give you the bonuses and then some, your family, whatever you need. Nicole says you want to use it, trust me, yeah, 100%. Yeah, of course, thank you, no, appreciate you. Okay, let me go through, how much time is on the clock, Paul? Can you keep that clock up there too so people can see? All right, 8 minutes on the clock. That's for the buddy pass. I'm also going to personally call and welcome you and say what's up. And so that way, if you have any very quick questions, let me know, and looking forward to it. Hector's going to give me a list of people too so I can shout people out and say what's up. A lot going on in the background here. But let me go over these couple slides with objection handling. All right, so listen, when you're selling high level, or any product for that matter, or like, you know, we do in our 16 weeks, which we'll dive a lot deeper into these, but I'll give you a little taste. Objections, you will hear, will all be the same, okay? We'll all be the same. I don't have the time. This is perfect, because this is what some people are thinking right now. Billy, this is great. The 3 days are great. I don't have the time. I can't afford it. I don't think this will work for my industry. I'm in, but not right now, as we talked about. This is perfect. Or just, I don't know, right? Undecided. I need to speak with my spouse. So everything that I taught you about the two-step, just, you know, 90-10, those things especially apply towards the end. Because the truth is during the presentation, if you gave a sell and you really showed a good demonstration and had a good conversation, most people will be in. The only reason why they're not in is usually just fear, right? You're spending money, it's scary, and fear trickles in. The objections are not logical. It's not that someone doesn't have time, right? Because everybody can make the time, but fear comes in and we rationalize it with logic, right? That's how we feel good about not taking the risk, not taking the leap. So for example, objection 1, someone's going to tell you guys when you're asking them, I don't have time for this. So what do you say? Hey, I understand, but why is it worth making the time? Hey, I understand, but why is it worth making the time. 90-10 turns it back into a question. And the second that they answer, what's the next thing that we say? You say, hey, I understand. Why is it worth it? But why is it worth making the time for? They give you an answer. And what's our next question? Why? And here's another one. Why else? And why else? And why else? Notice how, like, look, you're never going to argue with somebody to get them to do something. You're never going to push somebody into something to get them to do something. That usually pisses people off more. So instead, we just keep it here. I understand, but why is it worth making time for? Simple. Let them answer. So it can make sense to them. But here's my favorite one. Hey, I don't have time for this. Perfect, you'll fit right in. Most of our customers don't. Matter of fact, I would go to say with the accelerator, if you say you have time right now, you'd be the very first person to ever take our class out of the thousands and thousands of people that have taken that have time. You'd be the first. Right in the background after this, you can pull up the graduation slides too. Okay, so take a picture of this real quick before I continue. All right, take a picture. Yeah, I love it. And just to clarify again, Kelly, it's a good question. All the bonuses that you saw me stack in the beginning, this presentation, that's yours as a member of HighLevel, becoming a new member, or upgrading. Those are yours, right? Program's completely separate, not optional. It's more of the busy people who are impatient, that want to go faster, people who want clarity coming into the new year and want to do it with a proven team that's helped a bunch of people, including a lot of people in HighLevel, you know. So yeah, don't feel like you have to. It just may make sense to do it. All right, second objection. Same thing. Hey, I know this is a big investment for you, but if we could put costs aside, would you move forward today? And then we ask the question, why? Same thing. Why would you move forward? Well, because this is great, because it makes sense. It's going to help my family. It's going to give me more flexibility. And then we continue on. All right, hey, would you like to buy this right now then? Rebuttal number 2. Hey, I understand, but why is it worth doing it anyway? Why is it worth doing it anyway? How many of you have ever bought some shit that you can't afford before? I have. I feel like this is the American way, unfortunately. But yeah, like, so I love classes. Yeah, I understand, but why is it worth doing it anyway? Like, we've all been there before. And then third rebuttal question, make sure you're taking screenshots of these guys, okay? Is, hey, when you say you can't afford it, is it out of budget and uncomfortable, or you have no idea where you'll get the money? Because those are two different objections. The first one is fear-based. The second is you'll have no idea how you get the money, okay? Number 3, I don't think this will work for my industry. I think this will work for my industry. Rebuttal? Well, what are some reasons why it might? I want to actually dwell on this for a second here. If you guys are with me, if you're getting signed up, don't worry, you have the recordings. You can keep getting signed up, 3 minutes, 27 seconds on the clock. But this is a good question, is what are some reasons why it might work? This is the natural tendency, if somebody goes, hey, I don't think this will work for my industry, what's the natural tendency? What's the natural tendency? What's the natural question to ask there? If somebody says, I don't think this will work for my industry, what's the natural question or answer to say there? Yes, correct, D. Why not? And the second, good job, Justin. The second that you say, why not, what do people start doing? Getting negative. Well, I don't think it will work for my industry because of this. I haven't seen it before. I'm busy. I'm time. Never ask this question. Why not? The world tells everybody why not. Statistics tell everybody why not. Why the hell? Only losers focus on that question. So instead, well, what are some reasons why it might? Very calmly. In other words, let's think positively, not negatively, right? Another one, I'm in, just not right now. Question, why are you in? And then they're going to tell you. And then it's, okay, great. Well, based on what you're telling me, when's the most responsible time to do this? Type that word in the chat for me real quick. Responsible. It's very powerful when you're talking about making hard choices. Hey, I'm in right now. When's the most responsible time to do this? Because let's be honest with ourselves. Is procrastination usually responsible? Like, procrastination's not usually responsible. So when's the, like, look, nobody has time to do this. You'd be the first student to do it. But when's the most responsible time to do it? Dude, January 2nd, it's New Year. The holidays are gone. Come on, baby. Minute 30 seconds. Objection 5. I don't know. This is my favorite. This is more an objection to overcome your children or significant other. Hey, what do you want for dinner? I don't know, right? So this is just a life hack one, but also works great in sales. Somebody tells you, hey, do you want to buy this? I don't know. Well, if you did know, what would you say? I do this shit to my daughter all the time, and my dad did it to me. Well, if you did know, what would you say? Because I don't know is not a real answer. There's only, I don't feel like thinking about it right now. I haven't decided, but like, I don't know. Oh, if you did know, what would you say? That's a classic one. Use it all the time. 48 seconds, get in. Again, the timer, look, I'm not gonna bullshit you. You have up until probably January 2nd at 12:59 to join the class. But if you want the buddy pass where you can bring somebody, right? And you want me to call you and say what's up, a little introduction, that's a right now thing for, well, I'm not being fair because I'm teaching at the same time. Put like 7 more minutes back on the clock real fast, Paul. Yeah, that kind of whack of me to do that. Objection 6, you'll see all the time. I need to talk to my spouse first. This is valid, right? You work as a team, etc. It's understandable. So I like this sequence. Scale of 1 to 10, how important is this to you? They're obviously going to tell you it's a 10. And then you're going to ask them why. Well, because I need to do this for my family. I love my family. My family's depending on me. All of the answers that we all have. So regardless of what your spouse says, what's the most responsible thing to do for your family? Simple. 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 You know, I think you can come here to the crane for a second. There's about, I gave you guys that Sales Genius Weekly bonus. There's about 63 weeks of this type of training, questions, et cetera, to practice. So use them because they work. Honestly, because they work. Can you guys give me a list real quick? I just want to welcome some people. There's some of the people that are coming in. And let's do the damn thing here. All right, Dave, good question, Bradley. I see you on Facebook. Sorry, Facebook, I kind of ignored your monitor for a second. I apologize. Thank you, Daniel. Okay, let me give people shout outs in 2 seconds. What day and time are Billy's trainings again? Tuesdays. Tuesdays has been our day probably for the last decade, and it's at 1:30 Pacific Standard Time. All trainings are recorded, but I'm going to be real. We're doing so much. This is not a sit back and learn. We're literally building funnels, ads, testing it with our team, holding your hand. So make it a priority to make it work. I don't care how you have to do it. Just get it done, right? So it's a good question. And I'm not saying for you in particular, but just generally speaking, you know, there's like this saying that humanity is used for so long. And you know what that saying is I'll do whatever it takes. I want to be successful. I'll do whatever it takes. Okay, what I'm telling you it takes is make sure your schedule is clear at 1:30 on Tuesdays. That's what it takes. Now do whatever to make it happen, right? It's 16 weeks. Some people, and they're getting me more lists, so sorry, I'm going to leave people out, but I want to give you a shout out. Gerard Devereux, welcome to the family. I'm going to butcher everybody's name. Just know I love you. And then over the 16 weeks, you can correct me and check me and tell me I'm messing up. Obina, what's happening? Welcome to the family. Corey Allen, welcome to the family. Sandy. Okay, first of all, I don't know if this is my spelling or your handwriting, but this. Oh, yeah, that's Hector. Hector Arteaga. I'm not going to put him on blast and say his name. Hector Arteaga, or CMO. But Eric Payton, Juliana Cox, Kucho Crisali, Arnasan Bishop, Osahini. I know I said that one wrong. Osahini, I made it sound like a drink. Osahini, Julie Jaramillo, Lawrence Bernard, without the E, with the A. I see what you did there. So Barnard is probably what it is. Kim Blasker, I said that. Stephen Easley, Jerry Lapieski, hey. Christopher Supis, Tim Pop. I'm just cause Tim Pop. I don't know how to say it. Leah. Tim Popalia? Popalia. To literally do. Okay. And Jeremy Dunn. Bro, you gotta give me some good spelling on these names, bro. Sorry, I don't want to butcher more stuff. Welcome to the family, guys. I'll give people a shout out. Let me get some questions in there. No, there's not, Gypsy. There's not a penalty for paying off early at all. That's a great question. No, you can definitely do that. Also, too, this is a good point to Gypsy's question. You know, anybody, if you have questions, when you come in, you get, this is actually really good. When you purchase, you get onboarded by someone on our team, not AI, which I should make that distinction, but a real human who will answer all of your questions, go over payment stuff with you, like show you our platform, make sure you're logged, like literally like hands-on white glove service, like everybody gets touched. Now, again, we're on this big webinar, so give us some time, right? I think just on Zoom alone, there's still 770 people here, so you know, give us time. But you know, we'll personally call every single person. So yeah, that's a important note. We're going to call you, we'll support you. So don't feel like we got your back. Okay. Good question, Lynn. How long do classes last on Tuesday? Like the hours? Let's call it 90 minutes. Some lessons are like shorter, some are a little bit longer. I'll give you a heads up as much as I can. Here's the other thing too, is our curriculum stays pretty central. It's like, hey, how to turn strangers into customers with Go High Level and AI. But there's so much cool stuff happening in AI. Like I will update curriculum right in the middle of a week because something new just came out. So imagine teaching this and then ChatGPT 4 came out with the plugins. Okay, now we're teaching that. Like, you know, so it's updated. It will be, people coming in, you will be the most innovative and cutting edge, so to speak, marketers on the planet, because what we do is literally from everything that's happening right now. I don't know any other institution that is keeping up at the pace of which we are with all this stuff, and then specifically talking about how it impacts small business owners. So you're getting all of the new stuff. I'm obsessed with it. I live in it. I've created a nice Rolodex over the last year and a half of the industries and leaders in the industry. And we're always bringing the newest stuff with artificial intelligence. And obviously, you see we're very close with HighLevel. So even the updates that come out there, it's all integrated. So we make sure you have a seamless transition there. Okay, let's say. And we have our alumni rates too. If you've been in class, you want to take it again, there's always that opportunity too. Let's see. Yeah, this is a good question. When we'll go high level, have the AI caller. I don't know a date, and I'm not going to put a date in anyone's mouth, but the second that it comes out, we will be using it. And so, for example, we will absolutely be talking about that and implementing that for this 16 weeks. So if you're really fascinated at the whole AI making sales calls, reminder calls, scheduling calls, doing customer service with chat, all these things will be covered. Like, this is what we do. It's implementation. And so, and look, sometimes, look, some people are here and you're like, Billy, I get this stuff. I understand it. But someone is like, hey, I'm going to sign up just because I need my feet to the fire. I just need accountability. So like, put another 2 minutes on the clock, Paul. Sorry. But like, we're really good about, like, when you come into our programs, you're put on a team. So, like and the purpose of the teams is to increase success. Because look, here's the deal. We've all bought stuff that we've never used. So from learning this for a while, we found that people have better stats when they're actually a part of a team and doing this together. And I'm really proud to say, like, in 16-week course, like 2 of the teams finished 100% of every single assignment. It was so impressive. And like, you got to think, all of our students are busy adults with careers and families and horrible things happening. So we go all in on the community aspect, the team aspect, the team leads aspect, the support aspect. I'm gonna toot my own horn here, but I say it is the best training for anything like this. Like, I would put this up against any class on the planet, all schools, all curriculum for small business owners. I say that with pride, and also because we've been perfecting this and doing this for the last decade. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I appreciate you, Justin. Thanks so much. Yeah, I'm glad you found it helpful. Yeah, that's a good question. We have students in all different types of countries. So whether you're in Nigeria or here, you're all good. I'll give you a shout out. Coach Troy, shout out to Coach Troy, who says he's in. Let's see. And again, just to bring it all together, Like everything that we do, HighLevel is our backbone. HighLevel is our backbone, which makes it so easy for us to share and give it. So all the students that are coming in will be using HighLevel, right? We'll be using HighLevel. So this is not like an either or, it's all the same. This is our required. And what we touch on a lot that people appreciate is the advertising side. Because it's one thing to have a funnel, it's another thing to actually have ads that can scale your business. And that's our specialty and what I've been doing for quite some time. Okay. Johansson says, I'm in. Welcome to the family, Hanson. Love it. Okay. It's 16 weeks. Yes, I'm in Germany. I love it. Very cool. We've had students in Germany before. Awesome. Yeah, this is another fantastic question. Hey, is there any additional cost for using AI tools? So I try my best to only give tools that have a free version. Sometimes there's stuff that has paid and it's like take it or leave it, but I don't believe in any class that we've ever had, if I've ever recommended something, there hasn't been a free version or something to use outside of HighLevel. HighLevel is the only thing where I'm like, hey, bite the bullet. This is your business. This is what allows us to do all this stuff. Everything else, I try and give you a free version of, or there's another creative option. A shout out to Landon who says he's in. I'm excited to have him. I'm excited to talk to you and meet all you guys. I have a lot of damn phone calls. See, this is what happens, y'all. I be getting on a call and I get excited and shit. I'm in the heat of the moment. And you see 1,000 people on the chat, Facebook. You get like, I'm calling everybody. And then I'm like, shit. And so, I will give me throughout the week. I will touch everybody, but I'm going to try and bang through a lot immediately after this and say what's up. Yeah. Just signed up. Aaron Beetle. What's up, brother? Welcome to the family. I love it. You got a daughter coming in. Good stuff. My daughter is my Y also. I had, God, I mean, my daughter's almost 8 now, but I remember when she was on the way and still running the business. It was stressful because it's all the stuff you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, am I going to be a good dad? Do I know what I'm doing? Like, how expensive is it going to be? So I actually credit marketing a lot to how I am as a dad because I have the flexibility to actually be there for my daughter. Like, a lot of people come on a webinar and they'll be like, look how much money I made. You guys haven't heard me say that one time. But the one thing I will flex on you on is that I've never missed my daughter's basketball games. That's my flex. See, I just flex differently. I'm not going to talk about money, etc., but I will talk about my daughter's basketball game all day and how good she is and how proud of him and how I'm there every time I'm on the court and shit. Let's go. Come on, kids. To me, that's a flex. Somebody come in, I'm a flex about money. That's nonsense, right? It's what you do with your money, your lifestyle, and your impact. Okay, cool. A lot of questions. I think I joined most of them. And let's make sure we have that link to join our HighLevel too, in case you didn't do that yet. That's the one we've had up the last 2 days and started with. Let's make sure that's there for everyone too. And then Chase, as we come out here, I guess it's been a hell of a 3 days. Thanks for allowing us to come in here and pour into everybody. But love to close it out with some questions and some thoughts. And
absolutely.
And I would just say for anybody, like, while this is going, you can still get in because I keep talking and I won't shut up. So we'll keep it open while I'm talking until me and Chase are done here. And that's the buddy pass and me calling to say what's up. Go ahead, Chase, my bad.
No worries. I just wanted to make sure that everybody gets the link, and let me see. Okay, so you've got the link on the screen on Billy's screen right now. If you're new to HighLevel, you want to get the half off your first 3 months. The link that everybody's been waiting for, thank you so much for hanging out with us these 3 days, is here. Go highlevel.com/Billy Gene resources, and you will get access to all of the bonuses that Billy's talked about. His snapshot is in there as well. All the goodies. That's the link. So go ahead and save that, take a picture, whatever you need to do. You'll be able to get everything in there. And I also want to remind everyone that we will be emailing you, if you registered for this workshop, we'll be emailing you the replays so you can go back through them at your own pace. They'll be in our YouTube channel. Oh, wait, I might be wrong about that. I don't know.
Wait, Jay, so to chime in there, I totally forgot about you guys sending this as a replay. So anybody who's on the replay, you can still come in with us and I'll give you the buddy thing, but obviously I won't be calling or anything. I totally forgot about that. So I'll honor that if you're watching on a replay. Shit, my fault. And that can go to you guys too. Yeah.
I don't know if we publicize the replays or not. That's a good question, but we'll send you the replays if you're registered for this. What else do we need to cover? I think that's it. These are the links that you all need. And
Screenshot those links.
yeah,
and use-
screenshot it so I can switch this back. I'll copy and paste it into the chat as well.
Yeah. And I say thank you. All right. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you guys for hanging out with us for 3 days. We appreciate it. Snap. So how we did the resources to make it easy for everybody is we made like a cool doc. Shout out to our team who did it. And they made a really cool doc with everything itemized with Loom videos on how to use them too. Snapshots and everything. Is that right, Ray? Maybe you can chime in a little bit there on that doc, please. She'll know better than me. Sorry. You switch to that camera, Paul.
When you go to that page, it'll tell you what to do. And the team, we've put together a list of everything that's included in the snapshot, as well as some, like Billy said, Loom videos to learn how to use them and input them into your.
Yeah, Hector, can you tell me how did you do the Loom videos? Explain that, because that was helpful too. They went above and beyond.
Yes. So to that document will have a link first to the snapshot, which has over 100 different templates when it comes to emails, text, etc., and plus everything that we showed on the slides for the last 3 days. And then there will be another section where you can simply just opt in to get all of the other bonuses that we offered for free, which is all of our sales and marketing trainings. And then also access to our AI and XR live call with Billy and AI experts every month. So that document explains everything. Plus, yeah, as they mentioned, it has Loom videos on how to use anything in the snapshot, right? So if you want to actually upload one of the emails or texts, there's a Loom video to show you where to grab it. It's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, but also too, like as we just put it out, if you guys are having challenges, just like let us know, and we'll make sure that we get on that ASAP and get you guys everything. And naturally, when you give out something, there's probably something in there that's wrong, or just let us know so we can fix it, and we'd be more than happy to do it and hook you up. So biggest thing is, hey everybody, if you didn't take away anything from these 3 days, sign your butt up for HighLevel. like hello, I mean, at this point, it's like, I'm assuming that you're already in, right? But if you're not here and not with HighLevel, like, and I'll talk to someone who, the only person who could see kind of on the fence is like, I didn't do HighLevel yet. This is probably maybe what's going on in your head. You're like, you want it, but you don't know the best way to use it. And what I will tell you, just start off by using it, learning it, and then selling it, so you can at least make money while you're confused. You know what I mean? And get to the practice of it. And I think that's the cool thing. It's like, every business or initiative that you do, you're gonna use HighLevel. Like to me, it's like the tool of just like, I don't know, I would say it's to having a building back when there was only local businesses. Like you needed an office space or somewhere to go, because that's what it was. To me, that's the new digital frontier with HighLevel. Like, you're going to do anything online. Like, what do you mean? And also to the established business owners, like, if you have something that you can't sell across the land and doesn't give you flexibility, then this may sound extreme, but stop what you're doing and do HighLevel instead. Like, sometimes you just need a different vehicle. And I gave my team the example, in one of our huddle ups, I said, at one point I was doing like pouring smoothies at this place called Delesh in Fashion Valley, if anybody's from San Diego, and that was my job. If I stayed there since I was 16, I'm 35 now. If I stayed there when I was 16 for the last, 20 years, then I'd still be making smoothies, making $40,000 to $50,000 a year, because that's what that job pays. That's what that vehicle gets you. Some of you have put in self-imposed handcuffs on yourself in your business. And maybe the business model, maybe you're amazing, you're great, but maybe your business model sucks. Maybe it sucks. Or maybe it was really good, but just things change. And now it's time to go HighLevel. Like, and that's okay. You don't have to dismantle everything overnight. Like, do it, intelligently. You have responsibilities. But start coming into HighLevel and just make your first milestone. Replace your income, whatever you're making now, with HighLevel affiliate commissions. because then at least you'll have flexibility in time with your pay. That's the milestone. So everybody here, you are crazy. Like, make sure like that Go High Level Billy workshop offer, it's responsible. Like, it's just responsible, you know.
Well, I
It's
also want
just
to add, Billy, when you do sign up, you're going to start getting emails and text messages from our kickoff team. Make sure you join your kickoff call, because you'll come on Zoom with our team. They'll get your account set up and rocking. They'll then pass you to the next team, the implementation team, who will go a little deeper with you. So you've got our team there. We do 24/7 live Zoom room support as well for when you have questions. So you're not only getting resources from Billy, but of course you're going to get the resources from our team as well. Don't skip your kickoff call. You'll regret it. And yeah, that's what I wanted to add there. You're going to get it from both sides. Hopefully everybody has the link. I see people keep continuing to ask, what about the link? What about the link? It's in the chat like 100 times. GoHighLevel.com/Billy Gene resources. You'll get all the bonuses. Everything's in there, including his snapshot.
Right.
Okay. I think we're looking good. I think we're looking good. All right.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
including like those bonus, like the sales training that you saw, like all those, the presentation with the slides. I think we have to get the updated ones in there, but I think they might be in there. But and again, if it's not, just tell us and we'll throw them in there. But even the videos to use, Raya, that's accurate, right? Yeah, even the videos that we use in the Prezi, yeah, 100%. So you guys have
I
those,
see.
just similar. Yeah.
Sorry, people in the Zoom chat can't see what I'm dropping into the chat. All right, I'm going to share my screen again. Everybody ready to take a picture of the link?
Paul has it up too on screen, yeah.
Okay, great. Paul's got it on screen? Okay, then let me...
Oh, yeah, the resources one too, Paul. Oh, yeah, it's up. Okay, Paul has it on screen too, yeah.
All right, great.
We
Then I
can't
can
see it on
stop
our
sharing.
monitors, but yeah. There you go. Yeah, you guys. So you got it. The bonuses.
There we
I
go.
hope you enjoy
Nice
these
and
3
big.
days. And, you know, again, thanks to the High Level team, especially you, Chase, and everyone behind the scenes making it work. I mean, I know this seems like, hey, it's just a 3-day presentation. Guys, to create all the slides and the planning and the strategy, the invitation to let everybody know, to host the webinars, like, this is a lot of work, you know what I'm saying? And so I just want to give a shout out to my team for getting it in, for High Level's team for getting it in, and hopefully we drop some value. I hate that word value, it's just so broad. Hopefully we drop some shit to make you some money and change your life. Yeah.
Amen.
That's better. So much better than value. Yeah.
I think that we can wrap on that then, Billy. Everybody's got the link, right? You screenshotted it. It's on the screen right now. Let's give Billy and his team a huge thank you for being with us over this holiday week. Again, took time away from his family to be here to drop all this
Scale of 1 to 10,
knowledge
was
for
it
us.
worth it? Scale of 1 to 10, was it worth it? Scale of 1 to 10, was it worth it? Hey, look, if you put in high ass numbers and you didn't get Go High Level, I'm disrespected right now. I'm disrespected. If you put anything over a 9, you better have High Level. That's all I know. You better have signed up for High Level. Anything over 9 equals I got High Level, Billy. You know, if you're adding extra shit to your 10, then you better about our accelerator. If this is what we did in 3 days, what y'all think we're gonna do in 16 weeks with High Level? Come on, man. Appreciate you, Chase.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this week, everybody. From the entire team, we hope everybody has an incredible new year. Let's go make 2024 the best year of our lives.
I'm going to be on the phones, and if I don't get to you right away, remember, I will do them next week too. I will hit everybody also too. I may use a little hack called my assistant Sheila, who's amazing, that could connect us a little bit easier too. So love you guys. Appreciate you. Welcome to the family. Go High Level. Simple as that.
We'll see you in the community, everyone. Have a great new year.